Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Metroid playthrough. Now, if you've seen the intro video to this, you know what's going on. If you don't, well, I recommend you go watch that. I'll put a link right around the screen somewhere. I have no idea, but you'll see that. And contrary to very many platformers, we take a left instead of going right. And as you saw there, I just rolled underneath that platform. Pretty nifty, right? That thing we got there is called the Morph Ball, and that's the very first and essential power-up you're going to need in our journey. So, if we were to go all the way right, and by all the way, I mean up until a certain point, we would not be able to get past it without the Morph Ball, and that just shows how essential it is. And our beam is really dinky right now. I promise you that can get upgraded, because right now it's pretty pitiful. I mean, it does the job, but you know, it's not quite up to Galactic Federation standards. So yeah, our mission here, as Samus Aran, the bounty hunter, we need to kill all of the Metroids and defeat the Mother Brain. Now, the Mother Brain is the leader of, I'd like to say, the Space Pirates. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong there. But she does control the Metroids, I know that much. And she is hell-bent on making everything perfect. And by perfect, I mean, I want to say without error, but that's the same thing. I don't have a good way to phrase that at the moment, but it's like eradication almost. It's pretty bad. I have no idea how much we're getting paid for this either, but we need to do it. The Galactic Federation's like, yeah, you need to go to this planet called Zebes and just wipe them out for us. And that's a pretty tall order, considering what they are. They just latch onto you and try to drain your energy, which is really bad. Sounds kind of weird, that's because it is, you know, they're aliens. So, second best to the Morph Ball is the missile launcher, which, on the map to the right, it should be highlighted for you. If it's not, I'm sorry. You will see that the missile launcher is right up ahead in this area called BrinStarting, where everything except for this section and the corridor, or should I say shaft. This corridor and the shaft we were just in is gold for whatever reason, but most of it's blue. And that was the missile launcher, and it's pretty nice because see how dinky our beam is now? That took about one shot. That takes 1, 2, I almost said 3 there. That enemy right there takes a lot, but I'll kill it just to show you how many that took, which, if you're counting, great. If not, oops. We just switch to the missile there, pressing select, and everything dies in one hit. Except for bosses, which, you know, that'd be too easy, but everything dies in one hit when you shoot it with a missile, unless it's something you cannot kill with a missile, which, for science, I will show you. So these purple things right here, you shoot them, hear that sound effect, you know, you jump, missile, there we go, it's good. But this guy, you ever hear that noise? Missiles won't do you any good. Make the same noise, indicating that you cannot kill it. I'm having a rough time right now. And again, everything is out to kill me, but you know. Wow! You're being rude. I would shoot this with a missile, but we're gonna need some, and it can be tough to get a missile pickup. So I'm just gonna kill everything that I can on the way up. Hopefully, squeak, we'll have something, and there it is. So what we want to do now, like I've been saying, our beam is really dinky, and it's tired. You know, we've been using it for just a little while, and we can already see that we're gonna need to get a bigger beam. When I say bigger, I mean longer, of course, but there will be a time where our beam will expand, and it will be great. But for now, we just want to be able to shoot across the screen and not have to worry about, oh, my beam's too short, I can't reach the enemy who's killing me. Which, there are enemies that will, I don't want to say shoot at you, but they'll speed at you pretty quickly. We have no reason to kill this guy other than energy. And as you saw there, sometimes the big ones, not the smaller enemies, but the bigger enemies can drop energy pickups, energy pellets, whatever you want to call them. that give you 20 energy instead of 5, and that's really nice. And here is called the long beam. I should say the power up is called the long beam, but I think you guys get the picture. And with that, we can shoot all the way across the screen, and our beam is pretty much indefinite. Of course, I imagine it's not as long as I think it is, because we cannot see it hitting the other side of the screen, or should I say the vertical side of the shaft. Whatever you want to call it. If it hits something, obviously, you know, it dissipates. But the fact that I can shoot this door from all the way over to the left is a luxury. Do we ever lose it? No. Am I happy that I have it? Yes. It does not increase your beam strength at all whatsoever, but it is helpful in a pinch. So after we've got the long beam, and after we have the missile launcher and the morph ball, still can't go into the meat and bones of the game yet. Nope. We need one more thing. It's essential for traveling. You probably noticed that I cannot shoot down. Holding the down button shooting, I just turned into the morph ball. Isn't that great? So we're going to need something that can break through the bottom. And by the bottom, I mean any blocks that are below us, or any enemy that is too low for us to hit with our beam right now. And how can you do that, you would ask? Well, once we get all the way to the right of this repetitive corridor here, I will show you. A lot of the travel in this game is pretty repetitive. I might cut some of it out. I don't know yet. But as you saw there, that was a corridor. I'm going to get that messed up a lot, so bear with me. Corridor that you've seen plenty of times. This little thing is really nifty. Top left there on the HUD, you saw that we get this blue rectangle square. I'll go with rectangle just for the heck of it. Rectangle that filled up blue, and our energy shot all the way up to 99. In reality, that's actually 199, so we now have a max of 199 energy units, which... Why did I just get hurt? Sometimes enemies won't register, I guess, and you'll get hurt. I need missiles. Oh. Sometimes enemies will be in odd places, and it won't always register on screen, I guess. But yeah, the energy tank. You can get 6 max, and there's about 8 of them in the game, so... If you make note of where they are, it's really nifty, because it refills your energy all the way up to whatever the max is, and it adds to the max unless you have 6 already, in which case you cannot get any more. Am I gonna get any missiles from you guys, or are you just gonna be jerks? There's one missile pickup. I should have probably not let you fall to the ground there. Energy pickup's nice, but not when I don't need it. Kill you. There's another one. Great. It's going swimmingly. Kill these 2 guys that are morphed into each other and get nothing. Wow. Everybody's stingy here. I don't like it. There are certain passwords that will net you missile pickups and stuff like there's no tomorrow. I'm not really sure what that bit is and how to get one of those passwords, but that doesn't matter right now because we have all that we need. And yes, you can get more than 5. I don't think anyone was thinking that, but if you were, well, have I got some news for you? And here are the bombs. Yeah, the bombs do what you would expect them to do. You know, they blow up, but how do you set them? Well, you go to morph ball and you press the B button. You can set a max of 3 at any given time, and they're not just there to blow things up. In the manual, of course, they're not going to tell you this, but if you're in a pinch and, you know, your jump height, oh, look at that, I can't get up there for whatever reason. Lay some bombs on the ground, wait till you're at the peak of the bomb burst, and just press the jump button and hold it. Get an extra height boost there. Pretty nifty in case for some reason you either want to break the game or you just can't jump high enough for whatever stupid reason that is. Eventually in the game, there will be places where you're going to need to use that. That's all I'll say about it for now. Now, of course, there are certain techniques in the game that aren't outright mentioned in the manual that I'm assuming are programming errors or just bugs that weren't ironed out in the game. But, you know, because they are useful and don't break the game in any way, watch out, by the way, up here. Other things in the game that are not mentioned outright and that are bugs, but, you know, they don't break the game per se. So, if you catch me using one of those, I'll explain it. But now that we've got the bombs, we're going to go to that purple place. It's called Norfair, and I will highlight that for you guys right about now. Now, we just need to go back to where we got the missiles, and it won't be too hard, though this is pretty repetitive. Let's see, another good thing to talk about would be the fact that this area right here, the one before it, have things below it. This one you do not want to go down. I'm gonna get knocked down if I try it. Alright, see, you're gonna keep falling down there for no good reason. It's a trap. The other one houses I'm not gonna mention that. A different beam. Keep it secret for now, just so, you know, keep some suspense in there. But the one before it, in the same exact place, you bomb, and you can get a different beam, which you will need eventually, but that's not exactly the way the game intended for you to get it, I guess. So, you know, when I say that that's not the way the game intended for it, I'm talking about, like, there's another place where you can get the same exact beam, and in the remake of this game, Metroid Zero Mission, you would go that way. That's what I'm referring to, and using that as a standard. Whenever I would play the game as a kid, I would just get it right where I told you about it a couple seconds ago, but we're gonna play by the rules this time. You know, sans the breaking of the game and, you know, bomb jumping and whatnot. Yeah, there, I didn't do it. Kill you, take that. Jump, dodge everything in my way. I like to play this game pretty recklessly. As far as energy tanks goes, I know where they are, so I just kind of... Oh yeah, it's okay if I get hit a couple times, you know, it doesn't really matter that much. Alright, so this is a little short, but I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will show you more of this next time. So until next time, guys, I will see you later.